Okay, we will find out if audio is working. Okay, test 1, 2, 3. Should be starting in a few minutes. Okay, test 1, 2, 3. Okay, everything seems to be looking okay. So, my name's Grayhill, and this is my casual playthrough of Factorio Space Age. So far, let's take a look around and see what I've been up to. Go into map view. Let me go ahead and turn off the starting soon. I have officially started. Okay, so here's what we got done so far. We're up to chemical science, the blue science packs. Working on some of those. My big picture plan is to take my time going through here. This is not a speed run. It's not an achievements run. Just going through. I just want to experience the game. I've beat the game. I've done a couple other playthroughs. I've experimented with some of the achievements, and yeah. So now I'm kind of just I've got a whole bunch of quality of life mods installed. You can see me discuss those all in detail in the very first video of this series. I also talk about the map. So yeah, this one's all about having fun. It's all about testing some new mods, and one of them is, you might notice on the research screen, have all of these. It's called productivity research for everyone. And I started out, I was kind of taking a big chance because I started out, this one looked like it was a bit too cheaty. Is cheaty a word? Like it was a bit too cheaty for me. Looked like when the advantage that a QOL mod offers is too much, then I think that diminishes the fun. But it turns out this is I kind of like this actually. It's interesting. It does have a noticeable effect. For example, my chemical science is 24 assembler 2s. That's going to be 90 science packs per minute. And well, you can't see it now, but when something's actually broken. What's broken? I messed up my engines somehow. That's what. Okay, so that's not a good example. Let's see how long that has been going on. let's look for like the last hour. Interesting. Okay. It looks like it's been going on for a while. That's been broken. So, and anyway, what I was getting at earlier, I think like during the last, I was seeing something like this. Like you see where, let's just isolate chemical science if we can. So it's been up, at some point it was up pretty high. Like for a while here, I was consuming anyway, quite a few science packs, but I think that, okay, now it's coming back to me. I think this is when I was like researching some things that involved just the science. So some of these productivity researches, I'm trying to remember now. So yeah, so stuff like this one, this only burns up the red science packs. This one, it only does the red science packs. So I did a few of those where, okay, yeah, that's probably where we're seeing those high ones. And that's also where, so same thing, same point I wanted to make. If you look at what I've built, right now it's backed up. This will, when you have 10 assembler 2s and 12 assembler 2s on green science, it will produce 90 science per minute, roughly. This produces probably over like 100 now. So it's like, it's got like a couple, let's look. So it's got 20%, so both of those have a 20% boost. As does chemical science when it's working. So we'll see how it goes when it's going. But anyway, I just wanted to explain that mod. It is kind of fun. It's different. It adds a little twist. It's good that I found this, so I need to fix this. So what else have I been up to? Okay, so that's gonna behave better now. So the other thing about this mod is, I've been talking about this mod a lot every episode, but it is kind of a thing. The other thing about this mod is all of these intermediates, all the way down to copper cable, copper plate, electronic circuits, all of these also have productivity. So you can imagine how that stacks, right? So copper plate, iron plate, 20% boost. Then a 20% boost on the gears. And then a 20% boost on the red science packs. And now you can see all ingredient, like you can see how it's kind of, you start needing less resources. And anyway, so on like that. So that's turning out to be interesting. I'm still willing to, if I decide it gets to be too cheaty or it's just, I feel cheap or something like that, cheaper than I usually feel when I'm playing some of these mods, then I'm gonna turn it off. But so far, I think it's kind of cool because these are also a pretty steep research cost as once you get out of these very early ones. So like so here I am just in the chemical science, and this research is like 1,600. Advanced circuits are 4,000. I think it's worth it though, in a way. So that this will be one of my upcoming researches that I do. In fact, let me look. Are there any really? Oh, look at this. Uranium fuel cell productivity. See, here's the thing though. I can get carried away researching all these, but it does take time and resources also to research all these, right? So I think I'm going to queue up mining productivity. So mining productivity for comparison is 500. I want that. I want lasers, laser turrets, and I want laser damage. These will be a big part of my defense. So I'm gonna get through these, but eventually, yeah. As I'm mucking around getting the space platforms ready and all that, I'm gonna be researching things like this one. I think that's interesting. Yep, I'm gonna play with the mod until it's until it stops being interesting. Okay. So that's that. I have a bunch of other mods installed. You know, even distribution. Okay. And I'll try to remember to look at mining productivity again. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that it's crafting queue enhancements. I never play with that. I don't even know exactly. I've never taken advantage of that I know of. I don't think I'll need ore swapper. Repair from vehicle is nice. That's one of those convenience mods. Irritating to have to get out of your vehicle to repair it. I haven't used it in I haven't bothered to find like a cheaty way to use it. Like, I don't know, like repairing my buggy while I drive around a nest or something like that. I haven't done anything like that. Rail foundation tile. This is the first time I'll be using this in a playthrough. So that one lets you put down rail directly on the surface of the heavy oil ocean in Fulgora. But that's it. You can only build rail. You can't build power poles and roboports and all that kind of stuff. And you get that. You have to research it. You get it a lot sooner than you get the regular kind of foundation from a kilo. Uses AI loaders. Here's an interesting one. Actually, I'll wait and talk about logistic containers. Better logistic containers when I get to it. Because I don't have it now. I can't show you. Land pump. That's another. I can build. I can build offshore pumps anywhere I want, and out will come whatever the resource is. Okay, so let's get busy. I want to do something. Let's see. Let's troubleshoot. I'm gonna go. I think I'll walk around and make sure there isn't anything else broke. This is not making landmines because it does not have steel. Why does it not have steel? Did I just forget to set it up? I could swear I had landmines earlier. Have I ever had landmines? Yes. Yes, I have some in my inventory. Interesting. How did that happen? Well, I don't know. But I'm gonna fix it. It's probably one of those things where I said, okay, this is a future me problem. And hi, I'm future me. Okay. Right. I wonder why that looks so sad, though. Let's see what's going on with the chemical science. Okay, so not all assemblers are getting engines. All engines are going though. Nothing's backed up. Is this a type of thing where it just needs time to catch up, maybe? Let's see if this one catches one. Okay, it looks like it may just be that, yeah, it looks like it may just be that it's taking time to percolate up to the top. Nonetheless, I'm going to... Won't really hurt anything to add more. Okay, I'll try to remember to keep an eye on that. Should be okay now. Is at least, I think, recently. So the thing that's bothering me is it's not even... It's not even up to where it should be if it were... If there was none of that mining productivity stuff going on. But yeah, more of these are starting to get busy, so now there's only 3 that aren't getting engines. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna sit and watch that till it... I'm not gonna watch that pot till it boils. Okay, so last time I remember now, I had gotten batteries going. Batteries are being made. And yeah, I remember saying that I was looking forward to the possibility of making robots, lasers, and all the cool things that take batteries. I think these took batteries too. I installed teleporters. So now I'm at the left end of my base, near all the coal patches. Oh, also the other mod that I'm using that you'll probably notice, most people will notice doesn't line up with the early game, is I have a robots, early robots. If you'd like to use it, it's called Gray Hills Simple Bot Start. And if you like it, but you think it's way too cheesy to have resistances that match that of like Mark II power armor, then you can get Jared's Simple Bot Start, which was the inspiration for my mod. And yeah, install that. So they're basically almost identical, except for mine has resistances and Jared's does not. And thank you again to Jared for the original mod, which I was using his for a long time and really liked it. Okay, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the other end of the base. Use the teleporter. If I can get on it, there we go. Okay, so I suppose I could set up robots. You know what? I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to have 2 builds for... I think the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to have 2 builds. One of those builds is let me back up. So I'm going to have 2 builds of robot frames. I'm going to have one just for making robot frames for making robots for the base, and then the other one will be for yellow signs when I get here. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to start off with, I'm just going to use the same number of robot frames or what have you, or the same number of assemblers. Let's see. So let's I'm building everything at 90. You can finish the game, I think, 90. All right, let's. Okay, I'm tired of doing this. Where is? Where do I set my assembler? I want to set the assembler. I'm not sure there was. Oh, was that? No. I thought sure there was a way in. Okay, so now it's increasing the science for a minute. Very strange. I don't get it. I thought there was a way to set which. Am I losing it? There's somewhere in here, there's a way to set. Which machine you default to. Okay. What's that? What'd I do? That doesn't seem to be it. Okay, this is weird. I know you set it here. I don't know. Save the current machine and its modules as the default for all categories of this part. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this looks right. Or does it? 14? Okay, 13 for flying robot frames. Okay. All right, so we're looking for 7 for engines. Okay. 7 and 14 it is. All right. What? Did I not research? Oh my God, I hadn't researched all that stuff. Oh. Okay. That's awkward. So this is a first. I'm usually like getting through research a lot faster than I'm building. Because I built like all of this stuff. Like I built a dedicated red belts. I built a dedicated concrete factory. Down the beginnings of my petroleum powered not patrol it like this part's petroleum, but this will be, don't panic. This will be, this will only turn on when I have an excess of petroleum. Most of it will be powered with the yellow stuff. In fact, I think I want to look for a way. As soon as I set it up like this, I'm going to look for a way to remove this so that when this isn't going, that it can have yellow all the way. I don't want 6 spoilers just in here not getting fueled. So I can put that on my to-do list. Okay, so anyway, I can finish kind of setting up this. And okay, so this one is going to be, this is going to take lube, right? Yes, it will. Can I get all the way over to here? No. I get all the way over here? Okay. So what's this going to be? This is going to be green circuits. And that's it. Yeah, I only need green circuits for that one. So, what I need, let's see. Actually, I'm better off putting green circuits on the inside of this one. That's what I will do. Yep. Go like so. Okay. There we go. Good. Lube. Do I? No, I'm not making lube yet because I just researched it 2 seconds ago. I haven't even researched it, have I? Okay. Have I even? Wait a minute. Have I even converted over to? I don't think I have. Nope. I haven't even converted over to. Yeah, I was laying out the. That's right. Okay. Oh heavens. Ah, that noise. Oh, I did research advanced oil processing, I hope, right? Yes. And lube, and then, okay, good. So I can set all this up. Okay, how did I decide I wanted to do this? think rather than run wires all over Carnation, I'm going to use radars. Oh my, I saw the red flash at the exact time I heard the delete. Okay, so visitors. We haven't had visitors very often, so that's okay. Welcome. Glad you could join us. Thanks for upping the entertainment value of the stream. Sorry you had to leave so soon. And let's take a break from the regular stuff and go find out where you hail from. Okay. Away we go. Yeah, I'm not much of a, I always play with biters, but honestly, I can't say I don't enjoy it at all, but I've never been very good at them. In fact, that reminds me, let me do a safety save. There will be saves coming in this playthrough. Okay, yeah, I have been experimenting with the, you know, the offensive use of landmines. Yeah, they're pretty OP. But, you do have to, like, come up here and put them down. So, there's that. Anybody else in the neighborhood want to play? Yeah, so I have... You know, really what I think I should do... Wow, it's fast. I was getting ready to say I think I should do something. Well, I guess let's get the robot speed for now. Get all the rocket parts. I queued that up. I queued that. That's all of the rocket parts. I think there's something else I was going to grab. This? Oh, I can always use that. Okay. Okay, here. All right. Here. So I've been researching blue science stuff. Now you can see I'm up to 133. Right? Not all these are going though. What? What? How come I keep on getting these? Okay, let's check pollution cloud. That's fine. I'll leave those alone for now. How did I mess up my engines? How does that keep happening, I wonder? Oh, hello. I didn't see you come in, Christoph Leonard. Hi. Hi there. Oh, I think the biters did it. Yeah, I'll blame them. The biters came and attacked. That's how I lost these belts. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So at least I was burning through a bunch of blue science at 133 a minute. Okay, well, one of these days I'll be able to get to the bottom of that. Let's see if I'm polluting. Am I polluting anything? No spawners anyway. Polluting lots of trees. But yeah, those are the spawners I just evicted. Christoph, are you playing Factorio? Yes, thank you. I am. This is Factorio Space Age, so it's the DLC that just came out last October. Playing a pretty relaxed, casual type of game, I guess you could call it. Okay, so that is good. This belt is going to go up to the robot frames, and these are the usual stuff. Okay, so let's. Oh, I want one more. I don't want this. So I think I came up with, my math was 7, so I'm going to build like an even 8 of these. That should work. I also want. Oh, thank you. It's kind of a. If you want, I'll do a quick tour, I guess. So it's kind of a somewhat standard bus base, but I'm kind of going for more of a blade design, which is hard to see on any of these early builds, but like for here, for example, I create the plastic that I need. Rather than putting the plastic on the bus, I build it here. So green circuits I put on the bus, and then of course the plates, steel, raw resources like coal, stone, that kind of thing is going to be on the bus. But anything like any other intermediates, like the acid, the sulfur, like you'll see I have that, you know, wherever I need it. So I think they're calling that like a blade design now. I've done some builds like that for years, but it's starting to be a thing. And anyway, yeah, so somewhat of a bus design, leaving myself lots of room. Going for about 90 science per minute, so that when I get up to space, I'll be ready for that. Yeah. But anyway, thank you. Let's see, where was I? So right now I'm working on robot frames. So the way I do for space age, the way I do, rather than like taking bots, I always just take, you can take on one rocket, I can put, so when I send a rocket up, right, to get robots to my platform, I can put 50 robots on a rocket, right? And then, so if I want to send 100, I have to send 2 rockets. If I want to send 150 robots, I have to send 3. You get the idea. The robot frames, I can put 150. The rocket capacity is 150, so 3 stacks. The electronic circuits, so when a robot is made out of a robot frame and electronic circuit, I can put 2,000 of these on one rocket. So what I do is I send the robot frame and the circuits, which I use anyway. I send all that stuff up, and I send less of the things. And when I get there, the first thing I do is handcraft robots. That's kind of moot because I'm using a cheat mod. I'm using my power armor, Grey Hills Simple Bot Start. So I'm using that, so I like the first, but yeah, this one gets to where by about the time I'm on my way to a kilo, or by the time I finish Fulgora, I will have switched over. So yes, I beat Space Age last year about, I don't know, a month after I got it, I think. Took my time. Yeah, so I did, yeah, I have played it all the way through. I've played some other saves. I like not all the way to the solar system edge, but like I've landed on all the planets. I've played, I've done any planet start on just about on every planet, I'm pretty sure. One thing I haven't done, I haven't played any of the planet mods. So like Ceres and Meraxus and all that kind of stuff. But so I've done most of like the things there are to do in Space Age. I think I've gotten, not on Steam. I'm saving my, so this install right here is not on Steam. It's on like a regular that you download directly from the site, right? And which I recommend, by the way. Like I think it's better for me. It's better. Right? Anyway. Yeah, so I've gotten like all of the achievements. I haven't done a 100% achievement run yet, and I probably won't. But on my Steam account, so I haven't played that since 23. So that one has all of the Steam achievements, or all of the Factorio achievements, except that were available under 1.1, except the one where you get hit by a train. So I thought it was pretty cool that I managed to get all of the achievements except getting hit by a train. So I stopped. So that's one of the reasons I stopped playing my Steam account. I just like having that there. But I am, now that Space Age is out, one of these days I'm gonna go back and get all those, and that includes what's it called? Keeping your hands clean. And that one's pretty tough, and I was talking about the last episode or two ago, how when I do that, I'm planning on not using the blueprint where you this one. So this is the spawner neutralizer. Most people use pipes. Mine I set up with little wall segments. And you put, and then the belt never gets put down, right? So you just, like I would, let me show you how it would work if I can. Let me get, do I have radar coverage on a spawner? It doesn't look like it. Let me run down and show you what I mean. So anyway, what I was getting at is I'm gonna do it without using that blueprint. I'm gonna just set up defenses. And so I've played, so I've done a save, I've played through and got that achievement that way. So I don't know if you've seen this or not, but it looks like this, right? So the square of belts that doesn't actually go down, it just helps me line it up so I know that those are all placed correctly. So when I hit shift and click, if I were to click now, it would put down a ghost, right? Like that, right? So if those are all to build, then they would they would block all of the possible spawn points for biters to spawn from that spawn. And then I'd have to put down the ones for all the others too, so there'd be some overlapping. But anyway, for just me personally, I find that a little bit cheaty, and I don't mind a little bit cheaty. I don't mind, like, and the speedrunners are allowed to do it, so the speedrunners would disagree with me about it being kind of like unfair or whatever. But anyway, for my taste, and everybody should play the game the way they want. For my taste, it's a little too much, and that's coming from somebody who's happy to use like starting robots. Anyway, okay, so these then can be. Flying robot frames. Okay. Eventually this will have steel and batteries. So anyway, I told you all that for free, no extra. I hope you wanted to hear all that. Let's see. That will work. So get it up here. Good. That should work, yes. Okay. There we go. Okay, this is going to be batteries and steel. So let's get steel down here. So do you play very much Space Age, Christoph? Or any Factorio? Or thinking about getting it or anything? Whoops. Yeah, that sounds like my experience with it. It's a, you know, it's pretty challenging. I know, like the first time I beat it, that like I got there and triggered the thing, got my name on the galaxy map or whatever it's called and all that good stuff. But then my ship didn't make it back. like I can't remember what I was out of water or I was out of something, and yeah, my ship got destroyed and I respawned and just continued playing from there, I guess, something. But yeah, it's you know, I've learned a few things since then, which is so we'll see. Hopefully this one goes better. We'll see. No promises. Let's see, I was setting up. Oh, I remember what I was doing when I got interrupted by the biters. So what I'm gonna do is all of my fluids are here. So I'm gonna hook these into a radar. These are my this is gonna be lube. Okay, and then the pumps that these radars, oh, thank you very much, Christoph. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by and thanks for chatting. So these pumps that are going to control all the stuff are all the way back here. So that's why instead of running the wire all the way over here, that's why I'm using, I'm hooking it through the radar. So this should be let's put the pump up here. And then we'll have another pump for the yellow fluid, the light oil up here. Okay, now this works. Let's see. That was not yet. But the lube is, that's what's important. So we'll say when that's over. Yeah, 5K. I can adjust. Okay, and then this, when is over. Okay. And this is no better. Okay. Okay, I'll run back and get. Oh, fortunately, I'm close. Good. So let's just go all the way out. Should work. Okay. Excellent. Perfect. That's what I want. I'm pretty sure. Power poles, always nice. Grab some of that. Okay, let's save the power poles. Okay, so this does force a space between, which is good. So that means I can do power poles like this. Which is good. I like that better. I'm up and grab some. Okay, good. Yep. Oh, I just remembered before I forget. I did want, okay, yeah. Okay, I did put petroleum on there. I wanted to make sure I did that because, yeah, this stuff up there, the petroleum recipe for, solid fuel. Okay, I think that should handle my needs. And then some. And that should be more. Meter. Of course, it has to be neat. Why would that not have a wall? Oh, strange. Okay. This moves across. Oh, never did make it into the pumps. There we go. All right, now, so yeah, so this is working. Or should. I'll have to come back and check when it has time to fill up, if it ever does. But I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. It's only missing the light oil. And this pump will start doing this thing when that comes up. Okay, while I'm thinking about it, let's see. Do I have... need some stone. This is a map without any stone. I can't go running around looking for stone on the ground. I have to go pick it up somewhere. And that was intentional. Yeah, I really like this stage of the game. I mean, I know it's kind of early. You don't have all the cool things yet, but I really like this part. Okay, gears. I'm gonna go pick up some gears. And then, yeah, hopefully I won't have to worry about power until I have a nuclear power plant up. Third thing I think I'm gonna do in this playthrough is I'm gonna prove that with just a with one mining patch and a modest number of, what do you call those? Centrifuge. With a modest number of centrifuge, I'm gonna demonstrate that one can make more than enough to power the base, and at the same time store up even more for the 40 for coverts. Okay, I was running up here, I think, right? No, I was getting okay, now I want to change how I'm doing this. I want I'll put these actually all the way over here. Change these to yellow. Put a control pump there. And a radar. No, I don't need that here. Pipe again. From the radar to the pump. This will be enabled when petroleum is greater than, we'll say 40. Let me remind myself how many. Yeah, 25. So that's actually, I should probably make it more like 90. So the purpose of that is so that what I'm trying to avoid is everything just shutting down because the output on petroleum is full. Okay, let's go up from here. Okay, good. And then I think that should work. Only thing is, I like them to be lined up so there's less things for me to run into. Okay, and then this one can keep going. Actually, I don't really, I'm not sure I like that. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it for now. But the rest of the bus is going to go down this, down here. So that's going to be for this business. Okay, did I finish? Did I get... Okay. So that's doing its thing. Yeah. Okay, I can always expand this later if I need to. That probably won't work either, but that's another feature new company. So yeah, I'm also kind of like noodling around in my head whether I'm going to build rocket fuel over here and then just belt the rocket fuel over there, or if I'm going to pipe the... No, I can can decide that later. Back to... Oh, I need to pick up the underground pipes. Underground pipes, please. We'll have all of whatever you got in stock. Let's get this 300. And we'll grab those. Okay, did I ever start this? Oh. Now, I could. No, can't do that. Or I can live with that. Alright, so that should... Remember, right? That's everything I need for flying robot frames. Except for new circuit. Oh, and of course the stuff. Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't quite done yet. Go over here and copy my... This, as I recall, this one worked out okay. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? I will... Oh, can I just... Is that gonna... I wonder if that's gonna take away... I don't think it will. Let's find out. Well, this uses 0.4. Actually, it is kind of. But it uses 6. Nah, I better not do this. Let's play it safe. Yeah, I want to play it safe. I suspect that it would probably work most of the rest of the game and never have a problem. Just for the sake of knowing I did it right, I'm gonna pull its own belt off. I wonder why I put that here. I can't remember. Output full? No. Output full? Yes. Engines. Oh wow, I'm really... So I wanted to build more, know that I built more than I needed because I want to we need these on the other planets big time, so I'm not even gonna filter it. Oh, hey, slow down now. There you go. So once that goes back up, then I'll get a bunch of extras. Go back. Do it twice. Yeah, I want a lot. Okay. I'm making robot frames. And robot frames, like the engines, should go into a box. A big box. Okay, and then no research. I wish there was a way you could filter out. Like, I'd like to filter out all these. And get the ones that I missed. Okay. All right, how are we going to do this? Oh, let's do this one. Let's go up here with this one. Oh, where are the inserters? And let's make a robo port. That's pretty deep into the game for not entirely happy with that. But, I wasn't trying to go fast either, I guess, but almost 8 hours for robots. That's doesn't matter. Do I want these in a box? Yes, I want these in a box. So, robot statistics, available construction Z. If anyone Z. 200. Do it. Okay. Good. There we go. And I think the logistics is X. Okay. Then eventually I will get more. Eventually is in right now. Never been a big fan of this using undergrounds to do this, but oh well. Good. That should work. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick little break. All right, thanks for waiting. I'm back. And yeah, while I'm here, I'll queue up more science. Okay, these are, I am going to, I still haven't forgotten about this. I do want to continue researching this, but there are some of these to grab up. So there's so much I want to do. Actually, let's look at my list of to-do things. So these are all good. I need to get rockets. I need grid phase 2, which means Octo, mate, robo, rails, interpower. Yeah, so these are all things I do want to do. I've done this. In addition to rockets, tank ammo. Rockets, tank ammo, automate roboports, grid, fix roboports, rails. Yes, interpower. Yeah, I think those are all things I want to do. I think, yeah, really the priority probably is get the, yeah, just how I put it down. So I'll get the ammo built. The tank will be ready to go by the time I get over there. Good. All right, I need plastic. I have plastic over here. The question is, do I want to bleed plastic off, or do I want to make it into right here? Well, in keeping with my blade design thing, I'm like, okay, going to use bullshit. Okay, so plastic's on the way. I hope I'm remembering correctly that I need plastic for the tank ammo. Or one of those, or rockets or something. Let's see, what does that come down here for? Belts. The poor people belts. What else do I need while I'm here? Red. Need some reds. Got enough blues for now. All right, here's a question. Where do I want to do my... Do I want to bring... Yes, the answer to that is yes. What was the question? Do I want to bring red circuits over here? So it has been decided the red circuits will go on the bus. Kind of. Right? Yeah. Just this once. Oh, we made what? 10,000 signs. That's nice. So I've made enough of these again to. Okay, let's get those. Let's do that right now. I want to do that right now. Yeah, I want to keep it like that. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna put my ammo down because as soon as I do that, I'm gonna get a biter attack. And also, okay, I got that plastic. Good. Clean that up a little. Yeah, I'm looking for some big mining path with lots of green lights. I think this will work. Did you remember that you have a upgrade planner you can use for that? Oh yeah, you're right. And you started the plots so that you have a. You don't have to do it yourself. That's cool. Yeah, a few more. See if Stone is interested. I have no idea why what is using up this stone, but oh well. Who cares? Am I putting stone into boxes? Where is this? Oh, I bet it's going to the concrete. Okay. Oh, look. That's nice. All right, now I would like to. So I have. Being I have all that research going, I'll do fine with the research. Yeah. Okay. That's good for now. Okay, let's go back. Where I got those, and this crashed. Hang on to some of that coal. Where'd I get those? I left those in case I wanted to carry. I left my stuff here. I should go pick up a big wad of steel and make this test. Okay. Rockets, what are we doing? I just want the yellow ones. Those are iron only. Let's start with I'm gonna start with the non-explosive ones, because yeah, start with the non-explosive ones. Because I mainly just want to use those to kill the spawners. I want to kill the spawners, and then when the big and the behemoth fighters come out, yeah, probably one-shot those. And then I will. I'm gonna go find a place where I have crude oil and steel. Wait a minute. Did I ever research flamethrowers? Alright, here's a place where there's steel. Do they just use a lot of crude oil or something? Why is the crude oil so weak? I need to investigate. Hmm. Maybe I need to expand. Oops. Where does it keep starting out? Oh, I'm so sorry. Hi, Matt. I didn't see you come in. You need to turn your mic up. We can't hear you over the game noise. How's this? I haven't been talking much. I've been mumbling. Is this any better? And yes, if you're still here, I appreciate you waking me up, so to speak. All right, let's see. Yeah, these are all working. I just need to expand these. And I will turn down the game sounds a little bit. Okay, I hope that's better. Oh no, what happened? What just happened to my list? Oh my. Control Z's not getting it back. That is something else. How did my whole to-do list just disappear? Okay, well, that sucks. Yeah, I don't know what I didn't push any weird buttons, nothing that should have selected anything. That's very strange. Okay. So I know I was going to automate roboports. Good enough location for that. Okay, 1, 2. And I think I will bring yeah, I'm gonna bring the red circuits in here. And I was working on a way to spaghetti those down. Right here. Okay. Well, I'll ask the next person who comes by when I'm talking normally and not mumbling. Am I not loud enough? these. Okay. Oops. You were saying, okay. Okay. Alright, that should be okay. Now I want to make lots of boxes. Okay. Okay, and I shall replace these with there we go. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, these things go. Okay, so that's kind of gross, but hold on. Yeah, it's not horrible. There we go. Okay. All right. Um. Okay, that really freaks me out that it like deleted my notes. Yeah, there's like completely everything is gone. Okay. Well, I remember I was working on rockets, so let's go finish that. And what did I decide? I think I decided on... Okay, so the explosive rockets that take one of the... I'm going to start with these. The non-explosive cannon shells. And see how those fare. And then... Oh, I have a yellow box on. No. I'm going to start with just 200. Start with 200 and go from there. Do I have engines to make a tank? Yes. While that's cooking, I'm gonna grab that flamethrower ammo. Handcraft up some. Whoa! I don't want that. Stop. Handcraft up some more jacks. Where's my nearest, this, yes. 2 birds with 1 stone. How about pipes? Take pipes. Take pipes. Take pipes. Big tarpals. I have solid fuel I can put in my tank. Tank. All right, I just want to test out a few of those. I'll have some of these and some red ammo. So I'll never forget my first playthrough. When I first got the tank, it felt so freeing to be able to... How come my bots aren't building any of this stuff? It's pretty cheap. Alright, that's a cheap recipe. I'm just going to unlock it now. And this is 3, 3, 3. Okay. Okay, so now it's working. All right. Good. All right, I want to see how these regular just piercing. Okay, one shot. Pretty good. So flame doesn't do a lot towards the turrets, but I'm gonna have to watch that again. I think I just shot 2. I could swear it was like a railgun. I shot 2 spawners with 1 tank shell. Is that right? Is that a thing? That's off. So far. Okay, I'd say that's a successful test of the ammunition. I like it. I'm gonna continue with the piercing rounds, or the regular rounds, whatever they're called. Yeah, I'll go up and get that later. I'm gonna build some pump jacks here. And bots on. So my way of doing these is just to find like a middle, and then as much as I can, everything on both sides pointing towards that middle, kind of like a bus, and then use these to connect to the bus. And then once everything's connected to the bus, and put in the undergrounds to reduce. So like for here, well, there won't be anything connected between there. So then that way, if biters come through, they're less likely to start chewing on it. And it covers all of those. There we go. Okay. Power. Alright, none of that stuff has power. Got a radar in here. Oh, actually, let's see. This radar is supposed to be up here. I want to get those connected. go this way. Not before I go over and say hi to my neighbors. Uh-oh. Didn't have quite enough momentum. My robots are having a bad time. They're not appreciating my carelessness. Good. Okay, takes care of those. Why is that one not placing? Okay, looks like that's back on. Means ghost in the power poles where I need them. Right? Yeah. Oh, I know what I can do while I'm back close to home. Grab some more, I'd like to grab some efficiency modules. Heck, I can run faster than the tank moves on coal, but that's okay. Oh, that's a hole. Is that? Why are these not? Why aren't? What's going on with my red circuits? Oh, I don't have petroleum because the crude's so weak. Okay, that's being fixed. I think that's what the problem is. I assume. If that's the case, that would actually be, in a way, that would be a good thing. Output full of what? Okay. Why? So this should be coming down, going in here. And duh, this isn't going into, oh heavens. Okay. I didn't finish setting it up. There we go. That's better. If I correct this one, add it. There we go. Okay, that should be fine. I need to keep my eye on the ball here. Alright, that's better. What did I come up here for? Aim to get efficiency modules. Should have pipes. I have our pole. That pipe's good. Okay. All right. Is no engines. Oh, I have some engines. Good. Much work. Haha. Um. How's that? Better? Hmm. Go check up here where it matters. Ah. Oh, there we go. Okay. All these are fully engaged there. Okay, and I said while I was down here, I would... Alright, a little bit of pollution management complete. Good. That's my... Let's look at the infrastructure. So this line didn't get completed. Where's that break? Up here a ways. Alright, so that one's good. Okay, so at least that's a little redundancy on here. Once I get the bot network expanding, then the bots can fix the rest. But I wanted redundancy. All right, I'm gonna go around and add some more efficiency modules here and there. Get out of the tank before I destroy something. So I'm playing with this mod. I'm playing with a mod that boosts productivity and all kinds of things. So I'm not going to bother with productivity mods in any of these Assembler 2s for now anyway. Alright, these are all going, so let's... get some news. Alright, let's use up most of them for now. Alright, let's see how my roboports are doing. Red circuits are still looking a little bit sad. This is enough roboports to get the base set up anyway. Alright, that's looking nice. That's a good spot. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna do better. Not a roboport. So let's see what happened with power. So we took down the funding machines, big chunk. Chemical plants went down. There's the those. But roboports have entered the chat. Looks like Looks like we kind of broke even. Which is okay. That's fine. Oh, look at this. I'm being serviced by some enthusiastic logistics spots. Very nice. Let's get some. Let's see where to put good central location for all of the. This good. No, for one, please. And back and one. Okay, I want to automate some poison capsules. Where could I do that? Steel, green circuits, coal. Do I want to bring coal down here somewhere? Why, I sure do. Look at this right here. It's as if that coal belt was saying, hey, yes, pick me. Okay. Now, that is going to take... I need to set the recipe. And... steel starting to look a little bit sad. Low on coal. Yeah, this is the part where do I have any filters set up to make sure that this is coal only? Do these never cross? This never goes anywhere, right? Okay. Alright, I need to figure out a way to separate these out. So these... Okay, that's fine. Okay, so good. This is a dedicated, this does nothing but coal, right? So... Cool. I'm trying to figure out what... Alright. That should be about it. Where did my yellow go? Yeah, looks like right through here. Okay. So that looks like it's going to mix that built up nicely. This one, however, let's see if I remember how to do this. And if I have enough room. I never remember if this is supposed to be followed by a splitter. One way to find it. What? That? No. Oh well. Wood over here. Let's try it. So what it's supposed to do is make it pull evenly from both lanes. If, like, see how one lane side is backed up here, it's gonna still, now they're both backed up. That's what it's supposed to do. Ooh, I put one here, right? Okay. I think that has helped us with, I think, with the fuel situation. Not that I don't need. It's not that I don't have all the coal on this map I need, but anyway, that should be good for now. How's that biter friends doing? So my plan is to expand out my Roboport network out near the patches and get some rails going out to those, some of those farther iron and maybe at least these two at least, get rails out to these. Yeah, I want the rails laid before I go to space. Okay, I have compressed belts everywhere. It looks like fuel's going okay. It's time to go out and visit fighters. I never finished setting up my poison capsules. Okay, I'm gonna want, if I remember right, I want 300 of these. Yeah, I want 300 of these. On the rocket to Volcanus. To get that first worm or two. Not to mention all the bugs around in the vicinity. I think for now I'll be okay with tank ammo, so I'm gonna go get some of that. More red ammo. Need to set up. I need to set up lasers. Okay, that's all I need for my hunting expedition. Oh, you know, the other thing is actually, you don't want where to do my hunting. I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna build lasers. How's my power? No, very good. Batteries and iron. Copper, steel, green circuits. all of the stuff for solar is also for laser. So built. I don't need a lot. Enough. Okay. Steel. Okay, this one I don't mind. Actually, I don't mind splitting off this one. Do I mind splitting off of this one? No. Okay, that is part of what goes in here. Need batteries. That'd be on this side. This is batteries and iron. And this happens to be another one. I don't mind. Do that up here. Oh, what are you doing? There you go. And you need copper. All right, that's all set. Ooh, create a first solar panel. Okay, there we go, that's good. And we need these blue ones. All right. Same thing with these. I want to. Okay, that can be filtered to these. This could be filtered to these. Okay, that's those. Good. All right, so steel needs attention, big time. But I don't see a good reason to wait on killing fighters at this point. How am I doing? How am I doing on the road course? Why is this? That's not good. Okay. So that little trick is good until something like this happens, basically. Whoa, slow down there. Take your time. No rush. All right. Okay, how long have I been doing that? 3 hours. I really do kind of want to come back to a somewhat clean biter thing, so I guess I'll follow through on that. Do I want to go? Is it worth it to go get rocket fuel? Eh. Oh, where's my... There it is. All right, let's do a little patrol here. Lots to do, actually. I want to get that. I want to get this set up. I already have infrastructure. This expansion over here isn't anywhere close to being polluted. But they are close to expanding into the base, so I hear the expansion part of it comes in. So I'm gonna get whatever's on the map, I guess. Off my robots. Yeah, we do with a sizable nest like this. First big biter. I better start thinking about looking for some repairs, I guess. Okay, I think yeah, I'm pretty sure like whenever one of their buddies dies in the vicinity, they get pissed and come over to investigate. Okay. Okay. Well, worked out all right. See how many I can run. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. But my tank. Yeah. Yeah, the tank didn't survive. Imagine that. Oh, that sucks. Do I want to reload? No, I'm gonna... That was stupid. I'm gonna... I don't deserve... When does that ever stop? Is that the remnant tank right here? Let's see. How far... How long ago? Oh. 4 minutes ago. Apparently before I killed both of these. Yeah. Well. Probably would have been better. Less time, just... Like, time saved more just to go back and build another tank, but... Yeah. Well, I'll consider this punishment. Wait a minute. I just have to do this one too. Well. Okay. Hey, I'll just go plow them over. Okay. I want to kill that one. It's on the map. All right. Yeah, I think I like the non-explosive shells better, actually. I mean, I should have made more both so I can try them back to back. Even though they're not, I don't like them for killing the biters that chase you, and that's why I made the flamethrower. They one-shot like the spawners, even at this level. Yeah, I think that's pretty efficient. Yeah, I think those explosive cannon shells are kind of a noob magnet. I got that clue when I started seeing the tip about for the demolishers to use the regular shells, make sure you don't use the. It's like, okay, so there's something about those that are an advantage. So I thought, well, why would anybody, you get both of them at the same time? Why would anyone choose the one and not, like, because I mean, to me, you know, you like, not explosive and explosive, you get, but, you know, and of course, reading a tooltip is out of the question, so. Yeah, I operated on that for a long time. But yeah, that even like that flamethrower even one shot the big bows. And I haven't stopped. I haven't had to go and stop for repairs. Not bragging. I'm trying to jinx myself here. Yeah, I can't leave that worm. He was taking a shot at me. How are we doing? Oh, wow. Hey, those were pretty close. That was pretty close to the homestead there. Let's put this one up here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and not tempt fate anymore. So definitely big priority right now is to get some steel. I want to get those roboports up. I also want to get some nuclear buildings, nuclear infrastructure being made. Those robots are still on. Those little spitters are so cute. Okay. Let's see, where will my next iron come from? Yeah, this one's all tied up. So I guess this down here. And yeah, I need to bring that in on rail. Actually. $45, 43, yeah. Yeah, this one's. Alright, so let's go northeast. And southeast. Now, when I go to space, I'm going to have, the goal is to have at least everything in between my base and, like bot coverage. Many places as possible. Like, I'll cover the area between, my base and the, you know, the resources that I'm out of the cannon shells. I'm getting a little too cocky, I think. Alright. Let's see, do I go back and resupply and leave these alone? Or try to take them apart with subpar ammo? I'm gonna go get some poison capsules. And so then once I have robot coverage, the primary defense for the resource patches and the base will be landmines and lasers. No walls, no flame turrets. Okay, these things are fantastic. And I don't know why they're going this way. Okay, all this. Okay, I got the, oh, yeah, I needed to get the tank ammo. I'll get the tank ammo. And I think I can... It's 400... do I have lasers? Probably not. Yeah. No steel, no lasers. forgot to use my new toy. Where are they? Okay. That is, I'd say, pretty much all the biters for a while. Alright, so I'm going to build trains somewhere. And, yeah, build trains. Nice train tracks. That's not. Oh, what do you think, then? These rocks. Actually, I think I'm just going to put these wherever they belong on the bus. Where did I decide to put those? See if I can figure that out. One, two, three. What's that? Bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 4. All right, it's the one above. Let's do this.